Okay, how many men's physique competitors? Awesome. Okay, men's physique, we said this shape and symmetry. It's not bodybuilding, the posing, the board shorts and posing. Like I said, presentation can win you a show, especially in men's physique. If you went to the Olympia this year, nobody does it better than Jeremy for presentation, okay? He just, physique-wise, he was on last year. Last year was really close. I think last year there were 3 points between the first 4 guys in thing. But presentation, and again, it's, you know, whether you're going to do the group first or the individual first. But I will tell you, what we're seeing more and more in men's physique from the posing standpoint, we're seeing bicep poses, we're seeing back lat spread poses. We don't want to see any of that. I don't know if somebody goes on YouTube and sees one of the top guys do it, or, okay, if you look, Jeremy, there's no fluff in there, and Jeremy, Andre, they do that, their side, they go to the back, they come back. What I find out, and I'll hopefully get somebody to come up here, but what I find out, and for men's physique, the worst is that guys are so into the abdominal detail and the abdominal structure, you sink into the pose. You never, unless some judge said to you, you're way too wide, you never want to sacrifice width for abdominal detail. If the abs aren't there, they're not there. It will hurt you more to bring your shoulders in to sink down to the abs. And the same thing, the more I've judged men's physique over the last, 5, 6 years, I've also realized that men have a hard time getting upper chest too, because that's always the upper chest backed up, upper chest backed up. But the minute you sink in, you hollow out your chest too. So not only have you brought your shoulders in a little bit, you've actually sunk in a little bit here because you're so worried about your serratus and your abdominal, detail that you end up hurting yourself. Okay, individuals front and back, and like I said, we can, after the finals in the evening, sometimes when it's close, we do rejudge. Okay, not the biggest guy on the planet, great condition, full muscle bellies. That's all you need. Now, I will say this year, he won it on conditioning because nobody else came in as good as condition. Because at that level, they all have nice full muscle bellies, okay? But again, if you look, this is, again, these are the first call out. 2, 4, 6, 8 guys, okay? That's how the judges, I mean, it was like nobody could decide other than these 8 belong in that top, but nobody could decide any smaller groups than that till we saw them together. But again, a lot more of a V, tiny little waist, a little bit thicker in the waist, okay? Again, it's different types, again, a little bit thicker in the waist, different types of physique. He was a little bit softer, but again, all in the first call out from the Olympia. I just don't think sometimes athletes realize we get so bowled over that you think you have to have a certain type of structure to do well. And like I said, yeah, I mean, in all honesty, if everybody comes in just the exact same shape, and the person with the best structure will win. But everybody doesn't come in the same shape. Like I said, you can see that at this year's Olympia. So you just get your body to where it's its best, and everybody has a chance to be on the stage. I truly believe that. Okay, but again, not super wide, definitely not bodybuilders. I caught him in half a pose here. But again, just nice back depth, nice V taper. You don't have to be super big for men's physique. Some tips, and these are from Mr. Steve on his video. Okay, you're always being compared, okay? So you never relax. Know which poses work best for you. But like I said, I think right now, and I'm not sure where it came from, but I thought Steve was going to pull his hair out at the Olympia. We saw a whole bodybuilding routine in men's physique. Okay? Again, you want a little bit of your personality. Some of you are just a little bit better at the other, but we don't want to see the bicep poses. God bless you. We don't want to see the back lat spreads. That doesn't belong in men's physique. The thing is, the problem is you have to remember, you only have a few seconds up there, so you want to show us what we want to see because we're judging, and that is that front and back pose. Okay? Like I said, if you're at the end, you want to angle in a little bit toward the judges. Steve's thing is clean and simple. Lock the pose and hold it. Don't, especially in the comparisons, don't keep fidgeting around. Because if you're moving around or you're waiting for everybody else, sometimes whoever's head judging, we just get frustrated because everybody else is in the pose and you want to be the last person, and we'll switch you back to the front or whatever, whatever the next pose is. So, and one thing too, I think lots of times we get so much into the angling, but and again, Jeremy, if you have a little bit weaker chest, but you have a really nice V-taper and good delts, your best pose is your straight on pose, not the angle. So it goes back to knowing your body and how you're going to be able to present it in its best light. Come on up. I'll take all 4 of you. Come on up. Yeah, could you hit that? I'm going to hit that light a little bit. Okay, so let's just do a lineup, though, of everybody front and back. Oh, you know what else, too? I think it was at the Pittsburgh Pro. I had a gentleman in men's physique asked me, and this, again, he said, do I get penalized because he has a prosthetic leg from the military? I'm like, no, you're in the best division in the sport. We are only looking from here up. I mean, that's where we're not, because sometimes somebody judges like, well, his calves are, No, you don't, you're not judging that. That's not what you get to judge. This is what you're judging from here to here. I will tell you, sometimes though with board shorts, we all get into how low can we get them, okay? Make sure, seriously, because you diet, and guys more than women lose a lot more weight those last couple of days before the show. Make sure because again, the last thing you do is want to get on stage and your suit keeps falling down way too much for you. But again, when I said about shape and balance, also think about if you're long-waisted, you don't want those shorts hanging super, super low on you. You're the athlete that you want them up a little bit so it doesn't make you look so short-waisted up here, okay? But so yeah, because I've a couple times now I've been recently where I knew the guys, the shorts weren't staying up. Now I see them trying to fit, and again, that, you know what I mean? You have enough stress out there. You want to be able to enjoy and really, and savor the prejudging, and you're worried but the shorts aren't going to stay on, they're too loose or whatever. Okay, so front, do your, okay, tomorrow, is anybody first time competitor tomorrow? Welcome. Because what they'll say is we say, okay, face forward. And I will tell you, because this is a national qualifier, right? Okay, if you're a novice, maybe not. But if you're an open, I'm going to tell you all to square up because they're going to tell you that if you're going to nationals or that thing. And again, so square up. Thank you. Yep, got to get used to doing that. Okay, now do a 180, face that back wall. Okay. Now, I'll be honest with you only because, hold this for me for a sec. Okay, just lean back just a little, just a tad. See, now go forward again. When you go forward, if you come back just a little, that looks a lot more in there. Yep. Same thing. Okay, you can just tilt, no, you're fine. Just tilt a little and just the shoulder. Yep, see, when you do that, your lats come out more here. Okay, face forward. And you're not too big. So again, everybody's going to have a little bit different because again, you want to accent that little bit of a taper, you know what I mean? But you're actually one that could stand straight on. Because you have a really nice, you have a really nice V-taper, and you could actually stand straight on. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously you're going to angle a little bit, but you also look good standing straight on. Thank you very much. Good luck to everyone tomorrow. Yes. Oh, I'll take that. Okay.